D25. I think we've got to hook the battery up, don't we? Yeah. Crush your toes.
Dead.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Ah. All right, back to the shop.
Back with 9.5 liters of jumping powder.
Yeah, a lot more than that. I think he's doing so good. I think we've jumped probably 20 cars with that thing and it's still going strong.
Close enough.
Yeah, turn it on. Yeah! That was an adventure. First thing on a Monday. Car is here. Let's go over the list. Start putting this one together. This one is an 8-day build. This is always the dead giveaway that the cap is lost. That is one of those ugly aftermarket caps. I do not like that cap at all. Nothing beats the factory cap. We're going to be working on this car. I'm willing to bet that when we take it apart, the old cap or the factory cap went down that hole. It finds its way down there and it sits on top of the transmission. It's like it finds a little slide down there. It goes way out of sight.
Yeah, it's almost like they can get right through here or here.
I always hate it when the whole caliper is being painted together, like the pads, the caliper, the brake line, all the hardware, everything painted together. I just don't like that look. It looks very sloppy and lazy. Plus, it doesn't have a detailed look. So I'm going to go ahead and take all this apart, strip it, rebuild the caliper. We want some finishing in black. So we're going to separate all the parts and then assemble it. It's going to look 1,000 times better. The sending unit out of this S2000, as you see, it's pretty dirty. This is something really common. We always like to take that apart and clean it. One thing I noticed on this, worst one I've seen yet, the sock. The pre-filter is literally disintegrated. This is, never seen one this bad before. Obviously it's gonna have to be replaced, but I'm thinking we should drain the tank and put fresh fuel in there. Everything else looks to be stock. This is what the new one looks like. There is a clip that needs to go on there. This is a new pump, but the clip is supplied with this. This thing is just dry rotted. Never seen one this bad, but not only is it just dry rotted, I just see it's kind of like dusty. I mean, that's bad. That'll go in the tank, contaminate everything. That's better. Look at that, all nicely cleaned, new pump, new filter. Everything is set like it needs to be. Our car's gonna be happy. We have to do one of our new shift boots with a black stitch, but I'm looking at this. This is really common on S2000s. It gets kind of grimy, and you see it's really shiny underneath, and it's almost like a clear coat. Well, I think this will come off separately. We're going to take it apart. To take these off on the AP1s, you take the screws out. You've got these two little pieces there. You burn those off. You can drill them out or use a razor or something, but they have to come off to take this out. But I'm thinking those tabs there and these back here, so many of these were worked on. I've never actually taken that piece out, but if we take this out, we can get this refinished and make it look so much better, because it just looks old and weathered like that. New clutch from Clutch Masters with a Nachi bearing. Now, he wanted the driver's side switch replacing because a lot of the ink has come off this, so it is still available. It's very expensive, but just the switch is available, not the surround. So there it is. There's a brand new one right there. New caliper, refinished, looks 1,000 times better. We did finish the centerpiece right there, sanded it, slicked it out, and finished it in like a metallic gray. And then he wanted a black stitched shift boot. That's a new knob that we changed his knob because I like it better. And then we did a new steering wheel too with the black stitching, so it's much fresher. New start button. New window switches. The seat, we rebuilt that. Let me show you. I got some more video on that. But first, I wanted to address this right here. This cap, I absolutely hate it. I didn't put it on his bill. I just don't like it. I've tried to kind of deal with it, and these things are so hard to get off. And like I mentioned, if you don't tighten them enough, they fall off. Right there. I don't like that cap. That's going in that storage bin right there. Is a brand new Honda cap. This is the one I like. Look how pretty that looks. Now I mentioned if you don't tighten it, they do fall off. So the LHT oil cap tool, give it a tighten, then you're not going to worry about it. Older S2000s are all kind of suffering with the same problem, like the carpet has holes in it, especially where your foot sits, where your heel sits. Finding a carpet for this car was a bit of a challenge, but we found a absolutely mint carpet. Let me show you. That was a carpet that came out of it right here, which isn't actually bad. We see them a lot worse than this. It is so nice. There's no wear holes in it. I've got these flipped around, by the way. Look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. Next thing is we're gonna do his seat. Common problem with a seat is the bolster, this area here. So there's so many things that you can do and try and fix it. This is how it should be. This is what happens. It kind of just flops over. So many of the seat companies will kind of glue sponge in here. It's never quite as nice as the factory stuff, in my opinion. We have an actual base, a foam base from Honda. We can remove the leather, put the base in there, and it'll bring that shape back and it'll tighten up that bolster. When we're going to do this, I'll show you what it looks like. But you take this, the skin off, put the cushion in, put the skin back on, and put it back together with the ring pliers. That is just seat breaking down right there. Look at that, it's just falling apart. But see how the bolster's got damaged? This is a rigid part of the frame. Often they glue this back together, it's never the same. So once this is all out, we have a new foam to put in here. You're gonna be amazed how much difference it makes. It looks like that, but it also makes the leather look better when it tightens it up. Then we're gonna clean and re-dye the leather. This will look like a brand new seat when it's put back together. We're gonna clean this, scrub it down real good. You gotta scrub it with a really good detergent to get all the oils out of the leather. Then you can re-dye this and it'll look like $1,000,000. It makes such the difference. It just freshens up the car and gives it that nice new look again. There it is, completely removed. You see how destroyed that is? That's why you shouldn't sit on your bolster. Make sure you take your time and get over that. Don't sit on that. This is what a new one looks like. Look at the shape. Look how much that is higher. Look at that. Massive difference. That's 1,000 times better, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all crimped now, won't pull out.
It's also shortened the wires by about 60 feet.
Yeah.
Look at that carpet. So seats can go back in, bolted in. This is going to look a whole lot fresher. Still waiting for the piece for that, and then it will start coming together on the inside. Look at the difference in that bolster. Much, much better. Radiator and small fans?
We gotta finish bleeding it out.
Oh yeah,
I
okay.
like to bleed it out away before I check that one.
Got it. 172,000 miles. So I often get people asking, what's the highest mile car that we should consider not boosting? Well, if the compression numbers and leak down numbers come back fine. Highest mileage one we've done to date is 256,000 miles. I think we do have it on our channel. And now I know it's well over 300,000. Either way, we never push these cars to the limit. I'd rather leave a lot of horsepower and a lot of safety on the table. Never want to push something just to cost somebody more money and some reliability issues. So there you go. This one smokes a little bit, but compression numbers and leak down numbers are still actually pretty good. All right, this one is done, ready to go. Went ahead and cleaned the paint, waxed it, made it look nice, of course. Adjusted the suspension, all new brakes, finished the radiator and pipe in black. It's got that nice stealth look to it now. Really nice interior cleanup, a few extra little things he wanted, but the overall package now makes this car look a whole lot newer. Of course, much faster, a lot more usable power. A lot of fun. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. We'll see you on the next video.